In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. As-salamu alaykum. Imagine being a queen, surrounded by wealth, power, and influence. Yet deep in your heart, you feel a truth no one else can see, a truth that could cost you everything. This is the story of Asiyah, the wife of Pharaoh, a queen who defied the most powerful man of her time, not for fame or riches, but for her faith. While Pharaoh ruled with cruelty and demanded worship, Asiyah quietly embraced the belief in one God. She faced torture, isolation, and the wrath of her husband, yet her heart remained unshaken. But what gave her the courage to stand against such darkness? And how did her faith grant her a place among the greatest women in history? Asiyah, though Queen of Egypt, was different. Unlike her ruthless husband, she was known for her compassion and kindness. It was in her nature to protect the weak, and her heart broke at the sight of her husband's tyranny. Then came a turning point, one that would change her destiny forever. One day, a basket drifted to the palace gardens, carrying an infant who would grow up to change history, Musa. When Asiyah looked into his innocent eyes, she felt an unbreakable bond. "Please, let me keep him," she pleaded with Pharaoh, who reluctantly agreed. From that moment, she raised Musa as her own, filling his world with a mother's love and care. Little did she know that this love would soon lead her to the path of faith. As Musa grew older, his faith in the one true God inspired all who crossed his path. Although raised in Pharaoh's palace, Musa's heart belonged to Allah. His courage and determination were powerful enough to touch even Asiyah, who quietly began to question everything she once knew. Despite her luxurious life, Asiyah was drawn to the simple, honest faith of the Israelites. She began to pray secretly, whispering to Allah in the darkness, knowing full well that if Pharaoh discovered her devotion, her life would be in grave danger. Her heart found peace, even in the shadow of Pharaoh's cruelty. She was ready to risk everything, even her life, for her belief. As Musa continued to spread the message of monotheism, Pharaoh's anger grew. When he discovered Asiyah's secret belief, he was furious. The queen he once cherished had, in his eyes, betrayed him for the God he despised. Pharaoh demanded she renounce her faith, but Asiyah stood her ground, unafraid and unwavering. He ordered her to endure brutal punishment, hoping it would break her spirit. But in the midst of her suffering, Asiyah turned her heart to Allah, refusing to give in. She made a heartfelt supplication that would echo through the ages. "My Lord, build for me a house near you in paradise, and save me from Pharaoh and his deeds, and from the wrongdoing people." Though her body endured suffering, Asiyah's spirit soared. Allah accepted her prayer, showing her a vision of paradise, a house prepared just for her, near him. In the face of tyranny and brutality, Asiyah achieved true freedom, choosing faith over fear and eternal peace over the palace's empty splendor. Asiyah's story lives on as a beacon of hope and courage. Allah honored her as one of the greatest women in all of creation, a reward for her unyielding faith and her sacrifice. Asiyah's story is not just a tale from the past, it's a lesson for us today. Would we have the courage to stand up for what we believe in, even if it means standing alone. Her strength reminds us that true freedom comes from faith, even in the face of oppression. So, ask yourself, what would you stand for if it meant risking everything? Thank you for watching, and may Asiyah's story remind us all of the strength found in faith and the reward that awaits those who hold true to their beliefs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting story. And I will see you in the next video, Inshallah.